Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome again. Welcome to our world. Won't you let me in? It's the weekend, guys. It's Friday night's alright for fighting. Guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about my little guilty pleasure, which is 90 Day Fiance, right? Guys, I know that a lot of you don't follow that, but it's so fun. It's so fun. So fun. And nobody's unaliving anybody. Wait a minute! Angela Deem, who is one of the most atrocious people online. She is just simply atrocious. She has the class of a cow. I mean, she has no class whatsoever. Her language is atrocious. Her behavior is so sluty. Or is it slutty? What is it? I don't know. She is so abusive, so condescending, so violent. So, those of you that don't know, Angela Deem, look her up. You can look her up, and you should also look up her daughter because she raised a chomo. Yes, she did. And not a lot of people know that. It's not Skyla. Those of you that know, it's Scotty. You can look up Scotty Deem. And here's my problem, is that she's so eager to call other people out on their shit. Yet she doesn't want people to know about her own shit. Well, we saw Angela's shit when Michael came into her house and just said, oh my God, talk about pigsties. I know I talk about Gypsy. I gotta tell you, Angela and Gypsy, pretty close to one another as far as keeping a house clean. Angela, in my opinion, used Michael to get on a show and then to hold over his head the green card, coming to America, and then making this man miserable, just miserable. She turned him into a servant. She abused and hit. She spat on him. I don't understand. And I think Michael, once upon a time ago, did love her. Or saw that maybe he could. Men think that they could change women too. Men think that they're all that and they could change women too. It's not just women that do that. And I think he had so much time invested and lost so much of his self-esteem. He said, shit, man, I want to get to America. I've already paid the price. Let me go there. And then when he gets there, she really does not do him service at all. He's in this small part of Georgia, which isn't always kind to people of different color, and he's from Africa. So he doesn't have a car. He's there to work for her. He's there to do her laundry, clean things up, treat him poorly. And she wants to know why he left. Look, where are you the prize? Where are you the prize, Angela? I'm not even talking about looks, though you're only plastic. You're made out of all plastic. You are shiny shit who knows that they're real shit inside. And I know people like that. Trust me, I know people like that better than I want to know people like that. It's still shit, all right? So, here's a woman made money off of the show. Michael didn't get it. But Michael got a cell phone that she broke on her whim and kept from him and controlled and checked it. If you don't trust somebody, don't trust them and don't be with them. But don't be with them and abuse them because you don't trust them. You not trusting them is your problem. And I really think if Michael didn't have so much invested, he'd have said, I'm done. I thought it would get better. How could it possibly get worse? And in the meantime, it gets worse to the point that there's accusations that she doused a fire. She started a fire in the home and Michael feared for his life. I believe Michael feared for his life because this woman would hit him. I never saw Michael hit her back, but I got news for you. If you hit somebody, male, female, whatever, they have the right to fucking hit you back. Don't hit people. Keep your hands to yourself. Angela didn't have any of that. I can't even believe that Angela was actually working in corrections, because they don't go for that shit there. It's not okay to behave like that. I mean, I know that this country is just in dire need of help, period. But I can't believe that they would be okay with having this. Having somebody like Angela. I can't understand why her daughter, I mean, you know, Skyla, she seems to have some manners, right? She seems to be embarrassed by certain things. She seems to have a good head on her shoulder. Why? Why would you even let your kids grow up with a woman that has such bad behavior and behaves so poorly? Why do you think that that's a good role model? I'm not saying take your kids from their grandma, but seriously, do they have to like live under her roof? Because that bad behavior is just bad behavior, period. And then that's what you're raising. Like, that can't be good either. And then Michael comes, and Michael's more or less in charge of the kids. You really don't know Michael. That wasn't, like, why would you do that? A bunch of young girls in a house with a guy that you really don't know. And I think Michael's a good guy. Listen, I think Michael's a good guy. But I wouldn't have him in a house with my nieces. I don't know him like that. And the truth is, Angela can't trust him. So why would she do that? If you don't trust him to tell you the truth, why do you trust him in a house with kids? And why does these channels, these platforms allow it? Well, I understand that she got kicked off. Like they told her, no more. We can't support this behavior because why? Because too many people wrote in. It wasn't enough for them to say, hey, listen, this behavior is not good. It took the writing in of fans to say, we won't watch 90 Day anymore if you put this woman on, because what you're showcasing is bad behavior, perpetrating bad behavior and saying it's okay, and that's not okay. So Angela is no longer part of it, but Michael might be coming back, and I'd love to see Michael come back. I think Michael deserves a fair shot. I think that Michael, man, let me tell you something. Dealing with Angela, I think Michael will do great in America, and I think that America will benefit from Michael being in there more so than Angela and her long line of people being here. I think that Michael's a much better character. But I don't understand why we keep these platforms of bad behavior, you know, and we pay people for it. Like, what's your job? Well, to mistreat my boyfriend on television. You know, just to be me. And if that's not who Angela is, and this is a show, then why would you sell yourself to make yourself look like that? Because we think that's who you are. We've seen the behavior. How she could be so rude to Michael and scream at the top of her lungs in a house that she's sharing with other people just shows you that she thinks she's more important than everybody else. She don't give a shit about anybody else. She doesn't care. She has no respect for anybody else. We are all in Angela's world. We're all in her world, man. We're on the Angela show. Guys, she is so despicable, so low class. You know, we can laugh at her, and I have laughed at her. You know, she put herself out there. I've laughed at her, but there is a bigger picture there. And to ABUSE somebody, male, female, I don't care. It just goes to show us who you are. And, you know, I don't know what show she's going to have now. I'm sure she's going to do OnlyFans or something, or Cameo, or and people are going to pay her. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. But I love 90 Day Fiance because I think it is interesting to see people come from different worlds, get together and try to make things work. Is it even tough enough living in your own world trying to make things work, right, guys? Guys, the alarm is telling me, I don't know what it's telling me. It's been going off all night. It's silly, and it's just got the same thing. Anyway, guys, what I'm saying here is it's not okay to behave like that. We're watching it 90 Day Fiance is one of my guilty pleasures. It is so hard to get along with people and make things work when you don't have cultures that are hard. You know, I mean, like, the culture of a Nigerian woman and a Nigerian man, it's not Angela. It's not Angela. So, guys, I don't know what's going to be of Angela Deem. I'm sure she's going to pull something out of her hat, and I'm sure she'll make money some way, somehow. And we're just going to have to see that, guys. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. I thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as much as you'll be tomorrow. Never be Angela Deem, but you could be a Michael. I can't pronounce his last name. Okay, guys, thanks. Take care.
She reportedly grabbed a can of lighter fluid and began dousing the furniture in their living room. Angela's anger had reached a point of no return.